Hello, and welcome back to another video with Lichta, where we play Warriors Abyss, and we use people while they are in their transcendence, and I rank them at the very end of the video. So, what are we... Oh, my controller turned off. It's fun, love that. We're gonna do another treasure. I don't imagine we're gonna win this one, because we're going to do it on Traversal level 4, so that's going to be fun. Oh, almost forgot. So we're going to use Hideyoshi. I've decided that we're going to use Hideyoshi. Well... Tiddly Springs. Tiddly Springs. Cannot afford to. That's unfortunate. Okay. I just took his, took him out of Transcendence, because he gets, when you do have Transcendence, his unique summon tactic is increasing the attack by 150% towards barrier. You also lose 60% defense, and it says reduces defense by 60% when the player attacks enemy barriers. So I have to assume that's not a permanent, always having a 60% defense debuff. But the reason we're going to turn that one off, but keep Oda's on, is because Oda's increases attack by 70% for all Oda emblems, but also just a 70% attack, but then also for barrier damage. So it's a 70% attack and 70% attack towards barrier damage for all heroes with the Oda emblem and for attacks towards enemy barriers. So I don't know if that equates to 140. Theoretically, I don't know how that works out. So do that, so then I can come up here to Hideyoshi. We can look at his emblems. Oda, Toyotomi, Talent, Three Houses. Three Houses really don't... that doesn't really do anything for him. It does... Yeah, I mean, it helps him... Well, you need the Three Houses, which is him, Oda, Nobunaga, and then Ieyasu Tokugawa. I need all three of them to use his unique tactics, and then it reduces the cooldown for Oda and Toyotomi emblems, which is pretty decent. Not that noticeable. His emblems, I have to say, are S tier. Speed, Charm, Bolt. I mean, that's 3 emblems. It's a lot. I think... I wouldn't say every single person that has 3 or more emblems gets S tier, but having Oda and Toyotomi, come on, that by itself is S tier, because you have Toyotomi to give you barrier damage, you have Oda that gives you barrier damage, especially since Oda has both Nobunaga and Mitsuhide, whatever his first name is, especially with Transcendence, but you have that barrier damage, phenomenal. His unique tactic isn't necessary, so it doesn't debuff him or, you know, make him weaker in like the build sense. His traits, I think the most I can give them is a B. So he gains the Daimyo, which might be good. I don't think it's all that great. I think it's still an S, and it doesn't buff him any. So all that happens, which I do think this bumps it up to an S. I don't know. But so he increases his Tears of Blood by 100% instead of 50. He only gets a symbol gauge charge by 10% for every Toyotomi, which again, for me personally, I think is not all that great. Maybe it is good, and I'm just underestimating how valuable a symbol gauge really is, but I don't really feel like I need it like every 2 seconds. So that charge, and I think it charges enough. I mean, I guess in higher traversals, this might be slightly better, but I don't really think I'm gauging trait based off playing off of the most strongest traversal level. I just don't think so. The shortens summoning cooldown for heroes is great, but it's just for Toyotomi emblems. So there is that. The attack for every 10,000 tears of blood is okay. It's 5%, but it goes to a maximum of 150%, which is really good. So it's a higher threshold. I just, it's versatile. I'm gonna give an A. I don't think it's S. Maybe if this was Musou charge, I could probably give an S, but even then, I think Musou charges pretty quickly. Anyways, and I think we're gonna give it A because I think there should be a buff to characters that, or it should be a, you know, something to think about, which is A, is how often, how easy it is to get a build going, and having a lot of tears of blood, which then gives you a lot of attack power, then also in a certain aspects also allows you to go to King Cauldrons and find at least 4 heroes, because they changed how in higher traversals how little, because I think it removes, instead of being able to have 4 allied units to select from, it goes down to like 3 or 2 or something like that, so you don't have that King Cauldrons become kind of pointless. I think they removed that, and you always have 4 to choose from, but I could be wrong. I've only done up to traversal level 4, and we still had 4 options, I believe. So this is interesting. Reduces summoning cooldown by 10% for every 10,000 tears of blood you possess to a maximum of 50. So I mean 50,000. So that's a 50% summoning cooldown to all summons. That's kind of interesting. Comes really good for people that want to keep and hoard tears of blood for an attack buff. I would say it goes from like a C, B to definitely an A. I couldn't give it S because 10,000 tears of blood is not one that you're going to easily get to, and then you're going to use them pretty immediately. But let's do treasure. Let's go to Hideyoshi, and we're gonna do traversal level 4 to get that permanent thing. So here we go. Here we go. So this is all one like recording session, where I've already, what is the 3rd in it? What did I already do? What the hell? This is right after Wei Yan. There we go. I don't know what happened there. And whoever the first one is, I've already... Who did I use before Wei Yan? Skill. I remember now. I had to look. I had to pause and look it up. Zong Huai. We're gonna take him. Uesugi, because he does helps with barrier damage for Toyotomi, and we are a Toyotomi. Bolt is really good. We're gonna stick with Bolt potentially, maybe. I don't know. We're gonna try to stick with Bolt. How about that? But so a good bit ago, I watched. I always like to watch. Oh, what is that? Smosh Pit. I like to listen to their Reddit stories, reading Reddit stories series. And boy, they have some. And this is the 2nd or 3rd time with this group. So it's Shane that always reads, and then it's Amanda. And the 2 guests are Amanda and Spencer. And the last time these 2 were on an episode, they had a terrible take, which on my, it was like one of the first stories I read on my Et Gafgar channel. And I know this one's wind. Is there any other... I don't think that's really all that necessary. It's a Toyotomi. You know, we're gonna reroll. And then immediately rewarded. Immediately rewarded. Love that. But... And that one kind of irritated me. If you are curious, just go watch my very first video. But this one, they really missed the ball. And the very, not the one that they're releasing today, because today's Saturday. So it's the one they released a week ago, as, you know, based off of this recording session. But it was a relationship one, and it was somebody who was not very thrilled with his birthday gift. And his birthday gift from his girlfriend was just sex. Which is kind of gross. Like, why is that a birthday gift? She bought herself lingerie, which is a gift to herself, and then, you know, oh, do you like your gift? It's like, what gift? And the entire time everyone's like, and he didn't appreciate the thought she put into it. You know, sometimes it's the thought that counts. I'm like, okay, yeah, sometimes it's the thought that counts, but there was no thought here. What thought did she have? What was her thought? It was like bare minimum effort of thought. There was no thought. There was no thought. If the amount of thought is, oh, I think he'll really love having sex with me. It's like, well, yeah, you're in a relationship. I hope your partner loves having sex with you. Otherwise, you're not in a really good partnership, are you? I think that's kind of the bare minimum to be in a relationship, that you enjoy the sex together. There's other things, but obviously there's other things to take into account. Sex isn't all of a relationship, but man, his Musou could be so much better if you could aim it. Oh, it would go up to S immediately, but as it stands right now, it's only whatchamacallit, only B, I think. Now, this story, this Reddit post, he's in their early 20s. I think he's like 20, 21, she's like 19, 20, something like that. And, you know, they're still young. Like they're barely out of high school and barely into college. So, you know, he's not going to be as eloquent as he should be. He words it really terribly. Like, he is an asshole, but he's one of those, like, oh, you're an asshole because you're young and not reflecting very well. And you, in the heat of the moment, said some harsh, you know, some mean things. But she's like, oh, how did you like your birthday gift after they were done having sex? And he said, what birthday gift? She's like, this. And he's like, oh, because it's, I guess, the lingerie. And he's like, oh, cool. So does that mean I get to keep it and give it to the next girl if we break up? Which is not the thing to say. Like, ooh, that's bad. And that was, like, in that moment's what makes him an asshole. But he's not wrong. And that was kind of the sentiment to everybody in the comment section, was he's not wrong, but he didn't do it right. Which I 100% agree. He's not wrong, but he didn't say nice things. He did not say that. Everything he said may be true, but it definitely wasn't the right thing to say. But it was just the fact that everybody on the couch, everybody was like, yeah, he's just 100% the asshole and she did nothing wrong. It's like, no, she did. One thing that and I think it's fair to bring up, I don't think he was bringing it up in the correct way, but he kind of mentions, like, for her birthday, I took her out to a fancy dinner and spent $200, which is not something that you should always bring up in a relationship. Like, oh, I did this, therefore you should do this. Like a tit for tat. Like, I do this, you should do this. You know, kind of like goalkeeping, or scorekeeping, I should say. And you shouldn't really do that in a relationship, but you shouldn't. One thing you definitely shouldn't do in a relationship either is you should never do goalkeeping. You should never keep score in a relationship. That just is a recipe for disaster. So yeah, I mean, that's that is definitely not something you should do. Is score keep. If you're certain to keep track or keep score of, well, I did this and you should do this, like you're already kind of on the wrong path to a healthy relationship. You're definitely on that path to breaking up. But they're young, so it's, you know, I mean, it sucks. It's not a relationship that's going to really work out. I don't think there was an update to that story. Maybe it is now, but it's definitely one of those, like, you should probably just break up. But I don't think the way he did it was weird. I don't think he was doing it for legit reasons, or at least not in his own words. It didn't sound like he was doing it for legit reasons. Well, whoops. So there is that. It's just one of those, you could have gone about this a little differently. And I think it's fair to be like, hey, I did this thing for you. I put some thought into this present for you, especially as a broke college kid. As he states, he spent $200 on her birthday, taking her to a fancy restaurant. So he's kind of wanting something close to that level of thought. Okay. Increases attack for Musou attacks by 200%. Enemies will no longer drop peaches. I don't think that's all that great. Abacus makes it much more likely for King's Cauldron portals to appear. Increases your Tears of Blood by 2,000 at the start of each phase. Oh, that's so good. It's like both really good, but then also really terrible. This is definitely above 100%. I mean, at the start of every phase, 2,000. I mean, that's an immediate 10% attack buff. Every phase, 10%. Like, this is definitely gonna make it so we get to that 150%. I mean, we're definitely taking it. Definitely taking it. Definitely. Yeah, let's continue. I know some person, I don't know who it was, but in the comment section was like, oh, this is, and I kind of get somewhat, but it was just like, oh, these are all the bare minimums of a relationship. I wouldn't say sex is the bare minimum of a relationship. I don't really agree with that notion. I don't think sex is the bare minimum of a relationship. And I wouldn't even say going out to eat is the bare minimum of a relationship. Especially to a fancy restaurant. That's like, especially when you don't have money. Alright, we're getting there for my moveset. This is okay. It's a little bit more serviceable than when I first played as Hideyoshi. Don't really take advantage of this. Yeah, we'll take this. It gets Hanbei online. And Hanbei online. 13,000, I don't really care about the King Cauldron, at least not yet. Once we get up there in blood, then maybe. I don't know, it'd be kind of different if, like, the equivalent for what he would have done would have been like, for what she did for his birthday, would have been, would have been taking her to like Taco Bell or something. Or maybe even Chili's. Like, that would be comparable to her just having sex with him for his birthday. I don't know, it's just one of those, like, that is not a positive. Oh, I'm just gonna use this. Oh, why do we always have to get hit by random shit? A lot of people were kind of also pointing out that it's like, yeah, but you also ate when you took her to the restaurant. It's not that much of a thoughtful gift. You still ate. What'd you do? Just sit there and watch her eat? Why are we talking? What? It's like, yeah, he also ate, but it was more thoughtful, especially if she mentioned even a little bit, about... Sorry, we'll take this one. You know, oh, I want to try this restaurant. Oh, this is a new restaurant. $200 to spend on somebody, even if you spent, let's just say he spent, for her, it was $100. Spending $100 on somebody is a lot, especially planning. Which one could maybe even argue buying the lingerie is, you know, maybe she spent $100 on the lingerie outfit, but she's gonna get more use out of that lingerie than he is out of the dinner. And if the gift was her lingerie, or her being in lingerie, it's, I don't know. I just think it's weird. I don't think sex should be a punishment, reward, or any transactional aspect of a relationship. Man, see, if you could aim it, it would jump up right to S, his Musou. I don't think it should be. And while this character, while OP, definitely... You know, we'll pick her. I think it'll be easier to... I don't have any vigor online. I need to get some vigor. I think a fair assessment is everybody's the asshole. Because while he was right, you kind of lose everybody with how he went about it, and he just went to being an ass right off the bat. And he just handled it in the wrong way. But he's also young, you know, young and dumb. Oh, man, that Hyper 5 is really good. Let's keep going Charm. I don't really need that much skill. I mean, having skill is great, don't get me wrong. Let's take this one. Master Archer is always good. We're getting up there, 29,000. We're at 30,000 now. There it is. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm getting full. Okay, so it does, because at first I didn't think it was, but I guess that does make sense. Because he gets 100% every time he gains Tears of Blood. So he's gaining 2,000, but then he's gaining another 2,000, so he's doubling it. Wow, I'm getting 4,000. I'm getting a 20% attack buff every single phase. We are at 308%. That is insane. This is gonna be an interesting run. I still don't think his traits are that great, because this is with, you know, a buffed Abacus, and I don't think you should have like the traits shouldn't be buffed just because they pair well with a treasure, because you have no guarantee to get the treasure. If there was something that guaranteed you got that treasure, then I think it would be fine, or at least made it more likely to get the treasure. That could be fine, but as it is right now, no. That's still good though, don't get me wrong. Don't get it twisted. Yeah, I always hate the phrase, it's the thought that counts. No, it isn't. It depends on what the thought is. Because there's a fine line between, well, I thought you were gonna like this, versus, well, I mean, I thought about you. I thought, my thought was, I'll buy this gift for him. And it's like, yeah, but was there any other thought with the gift? I don't really care about anybody here. Let's take him because he's Shinobi. Like if somebody were to buy me a gift, and let's say the thought was, I don't know, just I say insignificant, but just a random gift, and that gift was fucking a bouquet of flowers. Sorry, you didn't think very hard. Because I don't like flowers. I think flowers suck. I hate the smell of flowers. They smell like dirt. They're not good. I don't want to smell them. Oh no, it's her. Well, I still need... I'm not gonna add her just yet. I guess ice. We could potentially get Mitsuhide. But I don't like flowers. Don't like them. I think they suck. Would not like them. It'd be different if it was like, you know, somebody they're getting to know me. Or maybe like on a first date, they bring a flower or so. And it's like, oh, I mean, the thought does count. But if we've been dating for a good bit, and you buy me a fucking bouquet of flowers, and this is like, at the, even like, I'm gonna tell you real quick that I mean, first like the first date, you bring me a flower, I'm gonna thank you. I'm gonna be like, oh, that's so thoughtful, that's so nice. I don't like flowers though. And it's not gonna be a big deal. I'm going to acknowledge the thought, like, aw, this gesture of kindness, this little, like, you know, I wanted to bring a little present, a little gift. That's fine. I think that's perfectly fine. But after a week, after a month, it's like, are you even listening? I don't like flowers. I don't like flowers. And I wouldn't hold that to somebody if it was like the first time, but especially with me, I'm gonna let you know. I'm not gonna keep you in the dark. You're gonna know real quickly that I don't like flowers. You're gonna know real quickly that I don't like a lot of things. You know, the more I use Hideyoshi, the more I fall in love with him. Got shite. No, I'm aiming it in the direction of the one-eyed Cyclops ogre. I need to find a UA Sugi. Ah, penetrating blade. Super strong for some reason. Super strong. Ooh, I got Rachel. That looks fucking badass. I'm not gonna lie. Cobalt hammer. One of the shades of blue I really love. Love Cobalt. I think Sapphire might be a little better. No, I think Cobalt is the shade of blue I really love, especially for a gym. Sapphire is up there too. I think Sapphire might be a little too dark. Actually, hold on. I don't know which one's darker. I know I like Cobalt more though. We get... Okay, so these guys are like... Get status infliction... When we get the... Got the attack on 9. Still need to use Sugi, so I need to go Bolt. Okay, I need to keep that in mind. Still need to just go Bolt in general. I don't know why I have so much ice. Well, way more ice than I want. Now, going back to relationship, I've only been in 3 actual relationships, and the longest one was my second one, which lasted all of 4 months. So I really don't have any room to talk about relationship advice. Like, I don't think one should be getting romantic relationship advice from me. I do like to believe I'm a fairly introspective type individual, and can reflect on things. I'm also a very stubborn, opinionated asshole. So there is that. Okay. Triggers continuous health recovery while a symbol is active. Enemies no longer drop peaches. I mean, which one is the 4? So, Mirror of the 4 Beast. That one is 100% a symbol gauge charge, but then I think it stops King Cauldrons from appearing, I believe. So this is 100% a straight up buff. Unlike some of the other ones. Well, I mean, Abacus was a straight up buff too. Increases paid at 5 bit. No, that's terrible. This is objectively worse. This did not get strengthened. This got I was gonna say buff. This got weakened. This is not good. Maybe for people that really like to use the symbol gauges, like every single time you can just always start the phase with a symbol gauge. But with Musou, I don't think it's necessary. I mean, it's a little added bonus, but you're only picking this one to then get a symbol gauge. I think that's objectively terrible. So this one increases Karma Embers by 100%, which is great, but then increases experience acquired by 50%. We're going to take this. We are going to take this. Ooh, Slay. Okay, we are going to... Game. We are going to keep re-rolling until we get Nobunaga. 100%. 100%. I can't give his Musou an S because you can't aim it, and you do have to set it up, but it is so wide, I can't get it any less than an A, right? Right? Isn't that last? Oh, it's so good. Better than what I originally thought it was. Let's go Charm. I was over there trying to get the thing, whatever. No, give me Nobunaga. We want Nobunaga. I want nothing less. I already seen these two. I already saw Wei Yan and Lu Ming. I don't want to see them anymore. Come on. Don't be a douche. Don't. Hold on. Maybe I'm the idiot. No, I do not have Nobunaga. There he is. He's right there. You can be nice, game. Come on, I see her. No. There he is. There's Daddy. Hi, Daddy. Nobunaga could be my daddy. I like Hideyoshi more, but I definitely would have served under this fictitious version of Nobunaga. Specifically the fictitious version of Nobunaga in Neo 2. He is way better. Don't wanna start. Wait. Yeah, I really don't give a shit about you. I guess we can give it a 3. Let's put him there. And I think it's fine. Penetrating Blade's definitely got a buff. Especially since he's all buffed anyways. Super buff. Okay, we need one more Master Gunner and then we need 3 more Odas. So that is what we're aiming for. What is my attack limit? 300. It's only 314? That doesn't seem right. 5% for every 1,000 Tears of Blood. We have 58. So I guess we're already at the max, right? Because it's 150. So it says 30. So anything more than 30,000 Tears of Blood is pointless. Build potential is definitely S, I would say. I don't think I could give build potential any less than A, right? Right, that would be kind of stupid. So strong. This combo is so strong. I technically have more ice. Okay, we'll go this way. Still gives us a lot. Ooh, there's another sleigh. Maybe we're going to sleigh build. Ting tong, ting a bong boom. Yes, sleigh, we have 4. Ice, no. Let's go ice for now, and then maybe we go sleigh in the future. It's perfect. Perfect. This is a fun. This is gonna be. Let's see here. Ba 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 ba. Bam. 257. I think it ended up 258. What the fuck? Can one put that lower than fucking S? Granted, that was super optimized. It was like, you know, geared, like, but even then, And I think rating something in S, would his just be too broken if you were able to guard, aim it? Is that what it is? Because it's like all right in front of him. Why do I have to keep fighting these mini bosses? There it is. Get out of my fucking face. Summon. Delete him, and we immediately got our summer gauge right back. Thank you, game. I'll take that. Ugh. Man, this is so good. Thou no, we went to Oda. Take her, gets everybody online. I think we're going Slay. It really looks like we're going Slay. What was he talking about? Oh yeah, how I'm probably not the greatest for romantic advice. But I don't know, I feel like there's just some, what is, you know, the golden rule? You know, treat people the way you want to be treated. I think a better rule is treat people better than how you want to be treated. Which I think is a better mindset. It's also a mindset that kind of makes you almost like a, it can snowball a little too much, and you can become a doormat. And nobody respects a doormat. Like, nobody. It's her online. That's another 50% attack buff. Another Toyotomi. I don't think it's all that worth it. Bigger. Let's take the Ryu. I think he's a better just overall. I really don't need that. I guess we'll take the Karma Embers. It is the better option, especially since we're getting fucking 4,000 every phase. So we need 4,000, boom. You know what, let's just... When we get a lot... I don't know how many Toyotomis we have, but... No, we killed it. We legit killed it. Wee, there's this, oh, there's this cool Musou. I remember that from Samurai Warriors 2. Pretty sure that's what it was in 2. That was so fun. Little pop that he does. A monkey. So much fun. His little cartwheel attack. I wasn't all that thrilled with Hideyoshi's moveset when I first used him. I've used him 2 times now, so this is the 3rd time using him, I believe. Maybe it's like a bear gift to other people. He's a fun moveset. Especially his hyper, but I think every Samurai Warrior so far has had a better hyper combo than their main. I have yet to find somebody that has a better regular combo moveset than their hyper. It's more mobile, just overall better. Overall better. But having fun. Love me, Hideyoshi. Let's go Vigor. Vigor's always good. I think I need one more. I'm just gonna we're gonna do this. Let's see here. Oda. I need 2 more Oda and 1 more Master Gunner. So that's gonna be real good. I also still need a Uesugi too. Maybe if I can find Mitsuhide. Mitsuhide would be really good. Paired up with, whatchamacallit, Nobunaga. Isn't Mitsuhide, doesn't he do something to Nobunaga? Doesn't he betray him or something? I vaguely remember that being a thing, at least in the samurai games. I have to assume that's a real life. I mean, we're not really going Bolt. I mean, we're kind of sticking with Slay. Which I guess Oda does lean a little bit towards the Slay. Toyotomi leans a little bit towards Bolt. Yeah, this dude has a really fun moveset. I wouldn't say it's S, but it's definitely A. It's fast. A lot of his moveset keeps him moving. It's his attack speed is up there, his movement speed is up there. Lackluster moveset. I don't feel like I'm struggling to do certain combos. Like the ones I'm wanting to do, I'm able to get to fairly quickly. And I don't feel like I'm hitting a weird where it's like, okay, I want to get to their C4 or Hyper 4 or Hyper 5 or whatever, or I guess C3, Hyper 4 or whatever, but it's hard to get to because it doesn't seem fluid enough, and then you bypass it. You either do the combo right before it or the combo right after it. Which is always fucking irritating. Let's take one. We're gonna take a Cauldron. We're definitely gonna take a Cauldron. Now I might be, because of the Abacus, I might be. I don't want the Oda. This dude's not. How is he not a 5%? We have so much ice. We have 7. I guess we take the stronger version of it. I guess we take the stronger version of it, and so then billowing waves. Perfect. We're gonna hold off on that. Nope. Move you here. Still need a Uesugi. Still need a Uesugi. What does her buff do? I mean, charges the symbol gauge even more, which I don't really need nor want. Ooh, let's take her out for her. I think her Flash Kunai, absolutely terrible. It's so bad. It's not good. It is objectively trash. It's trash. I'm gonna switch that there. I think that's fair. I think it's fine. We'll go this way. We still got 51,000. 51,000. Oh, we're still getting, as long as we stay above 30,000. We're at or above 30,000 Tears of Blood. We get the 150% attack buff, which is a little limiting. I'm not gonna lie, that is very limiting. Very limiting. I wish it could go up a little more. Just gonna delete this guy. Thank you very much. I mean, even barring the Abacus, because the abacus is giving us 4,000. So even if we didn't have the abacus, whatever, it's not like we'd be getting 2,000. We're only getting that 4,000 because of the abacus. It's only 4,000 because of his ability. So it pairs very well with the abacus. Reduces the amount of tears of blood acquired by... Wait. Reduces... Wait. That's actually good. These are all pretty good. Okay, so the T-Bowl is now... Increases your crystal beads by 3. It's pretty good. Reduces the amount of tears of blood acquired. So it doesn't reduce our tears of blood. It just makes us acquire less. So we would be... I don't know how that math works out. So would it just be 10%? Because we're still buffed. I don't know how that works out. Because we would theoretically get 2,000, but then it doubles because of the 100%. The 4,000, but then we would get 90% of that, which would just be 400. Is that what it would be? We would just gain 400 per phase. And we're all the way at the end, 55,000. I mean, it's not like we're hurting for tears of blood. You know what? We're gonna take this. We're gonna take this. Three beads. That's really good. That's gonna help me get things online a little easier. Oh yeah. Oh, oh yeah. It's gonna be dope. Still think his straights are just A. I don't think I can give his strength any higher than A. I'm trying to think, like, would we have the amount of tears of blood we do because of his traits? And then would we, you know, it's all subjective, and it's not replicatable? Replicatable. Whatever that word is, however you can say it, that word. I think that's why I don't want to put it in S. I feel like I put somebody in S because of that. Who was it? I think I put in Shadow. No, I put it in S because it doesn't matter who he gets, he automatically gets that attack and defense buff. And you're going to, on average, get about 25 to 30 people, which is a 90% defense buff. 75 to 90% attack and defense buff. So it's just always good. You don't have to rely on certain things. But going that route, are you always going to get up to 30,000 to get the maximum benefit of Tears of Blood? Regardless, not taking into account any of the treasure. That is something to think about. Because we had the Master Gunner, so all we need is Oda. That's all we need. And then Uesugi. None of you are Uesugi. He does not take advantage of you. You have Charm. I'll take that. We will not use a Crystal Bead. We will go Cauldron. That is objectively the best option. That is the best option. Here we go. No. Oh, we got the Uesugi! We got the Uesugi, baby! We did it! Slay. Oh, we got the 3 stars. We got the 3-star Slay, even though we don't have that many. Let's take the 8 gates too. So good. So good. Technically, we have decreased our attack, but we're about to gain it on the very next phase. Okie dokie. So, do we go this way to get more Tears of Blood? This is kind of like a terrible decision. Like, they're both kind of, like, not optimal. This one allows me to fight. Then I'll get the chest, but then I have a chance of getting, like, a weapon. This way I get more... Because I had the barrier damage online now, which is great. Barrier damage is online. I've had that online for a bit. We'll go Cauldron. I mean, maybe, you know, just get through these phases just that much quicker. That could be dope. Maybe we can get an Oda. We didn't. It's kind of unfortunate. I don't think we're gonna find a better... I guess technically... These are a little better. Well, I mean, let's go Bolt. Really need skill. We'll go this one because that's slightly better. And then this one gets me. So we did lose a little bit of attack, but we're at 400%, so I don't think it's... And we're gonna gain 20 right here anyways. No, we're not. So what did we get there? Hold on. We had 19,200. 200. That 18? That didn't hit me. Yeah, for somebody that hates purple as much as I do, this game is a little too much purple themed. You're a Dit Munch, and nobody likes you. Get out of here! Get out of here! Forest of slappy trees. When you come in here, we slap you. Come on, 600 before it ends. Yeah, get it, baby. Don't care about wind. Let's do the Spud. Oh, God, the placement so weird sometimes. Slay, Charm. I'll take this one. No. Okay. Come on, you can do it. We'll go Ice. Maybe we can find Mitsuhide. Mitsuhide would be good. I would take out Combo for him. Can I give Hideyoshi? Well, I'm combining there. Can I give Hideyoshi an S tier moveset? Enjoyability 100% it is, at least on this run, is definitely S 100%. I mean, it's varied. Like, I would say his hyper is kind of the same. So hyper 1 is the cartwheel, and then the same thing for hyper 3, it's the cartwheel. Same thing for hyper 2 and 4, it's the... Oh no, it's a jab. Okay. And then hyper 4... Oh, whoops. No, yeah, it's the... I was doing the normal attack. Yeah, it throws it out there. Which is not terrible. I think I still have to give it an A. Still want to be somewhat... Which one is this? This one's Ice. We'll reroll. Maybe we'll get something. Oh! I haven't had Cao Cao's Might on? Well, I guess we'll take this. Almost didn't. We're gonna... Definitely gonna... use it. Oh. We got him, ladies and gentlemen. Wait a minute, what? Oh no, I have a Cao Cao. I don't give a shit about Cao Cao. I'm a fucking idiot. God, I'm so fucking stupid. We have so much ice. Even obscene level I was 10. I don't know why I picked that sleigh emblem. Alright, who do we want to get rid of? Status infliction guy? Bombay? It says that it's worse. But do I believe that? I mean, I guess it gives us 50 in ice and slay because of that, and then the status infliction. I do think objectively, yeah, it's gonna be better than him. 40% attack is great and all, but dealing more barrier damage is gonna make me complete much quicker, so. And by complete, I mean come to fruition. We'll go this way. We'll go this way. We'll go to the generic tree. We still have like a shit ton of fucking beads to use. But I think we're as strong as we're gonna get. Now we're just going for what are we going for? Ow! Going just to get stronger emblems. Like get our emblems higher up there. Attributes always applied. We'll go this skill, I guess. You're a dick munch, and nobody likes you. I only have. I'm trying to think of what conversation to start to myself. I don't know. I just don't know. I mean, new blue, sure. No reason not to. We have. Let's see here. We have one more. We'll use one here and then one on the next one. Yeah. Symbol duration, I really don't care about. We're gonna go UA Jin. I mean, fuck it. Do it again. Use it here. Okay, we'll do it live. Yeah, this one gives me the speed. Strong speed. Hopefully we're able to get another vigor. Another vigor would be real good. It would be really great. Man, it's gonna be real great whenever I find somebody that can complete a run in under an hour. Like a video under an hour. I don't think I've done it. I think my shortest video is still like an hour and a minute or so. I think it's a fucking pipe dream trying to get these under an hour. Yeah. I think I'm still gonna keep my ranking of A for his Musou. Because again, it has to be completely optimized. You gotta be near a group. I mean, when it's optimized, it is phenomenal. Phenomenal. It's great. Charm, ice. I guess more charm is technically better. And since we've done so much ice for whatever reason, I guess that'll be fine. But Bloodthirsty Warrior. Wait, he's Bloodthirsty Warrior now. Is there a difference? Am I just an idiot? And the answer is yes, but I sworn it was the veteran warrior. Is there an actual... Is there a legit difference? And I'm just a fucking moron? I feel like I'm not... Is there a difference in who you fight here? Like a different, like, reversal levels? So odd. I am lost. We'll get the attack buff. I think that's worth it. None of these really help me any, and these apparently are all technically better for whatever reason. Don't know why. I guess they're just stronger formations. I don't know. I mean, if I get these two, that gives me... I guess it gives me that. Okay. I mean, one more Slay. One more that. What are we looking at? 499%. Pretty insane. It's pretty... That's pretty good. I said I'm good. No, Slay doesn't give an attribute defense. It's not bad. It's not bad. Go, continue. Do it. Maybe when we... Well, I don't think we have that much spite either. Anyways. Overall, this was a pretty serviceable, especially on reversal level 4. I mean, I would say most of this was probably a little luck. Getting the Nobunaga and the Mitsuhide. But then we got a lot of cauldrons. The abacus really helped. I still think his build potential is S. I still think it's S. You're a good munch, and you fucking know it. How much of a cock munch do you want to be? I never really want to use my symbol gauge on the first form of Gomo. He's just gonna Gomo on my nuts. Hold. I mean, I don't have her on my team. Yeah, I guess bolt. Oh, got her! Penetrating blade. Thanks, game. I love running into things in slow motion. Oh, yep, skip it. Skip it. Skip it. Whoa! Oh wow, that hits multiple times. So, it's been a bit since we've seen this move. With this loud ass laser sound. They're definitely summoning this time. I'm not gonna one round him, unfortunately. Before he wakes up, but we have so much assemble. Well, I don't know if it's duration. Well, we have a lot of charm, so that helps with assemble duration. Yeah, no, that was pretty good. 38. We get to level 38. That is not bad at all. Hideyoshi. Not too bad. Not too bad. Definitely enjoyed him the comparative to the last time. Again, his Musou, not as good. Oh my god. His would be my favorite Musou to use, and he'd probably be my favorite character of all time, at least in this game. Again, 46 karma embers. Wow, that's a lot. Sorry, noticing things. But if you could aim his Musou, I think it would make it from A 100% to the toppest of S, but I think it would make it too strong. Maybe. Might make it just too strong. He's just too strong. We got Rachel's. Whatchamacallit? It's not terrible. Alright, here we are on Hideyoshi Toyotomi. Emblems, 100%. That's S. Now, I think I have to objectively give his traits A because it makes his build potential S. Because it helps it a little bit. I still think his build potential is S because you can get so much Tears of Blood, even barring the fact that we had Abacus with a strengthen ability where it gives you 2,000, but then his Transcendence allows him to get an additional 1,000 on top of his, it gives him a 100% increase to Tears of Blood earned. But there's just so many ways. I mean, if you get freaking Goemon Ishikawa on your team, even just for a little bit at the beginning, like that, you do your Musou, it's just, then the Abacus did make it a little easier. 100% made this run a cakewalk because of all the cauldrons I could take. And then on top of that, having so much Tears of Blood, it was just too much that I wasn't getting anything out of them. So it was like, oh, I can use them. And that was because of the Abacus, 100%. That was because of the Abacus. But I'm trying to be objective. And I think even then it would have still been pretty good. I think I could have hit another cauldron or so, and that 5% is great. It's not phenomenal enough not to ever use your Tears of Blood, right? You definitely want to use your Tears of Blood. You don't want to use it all the way. You don't want to waste your Tears of Blood for anything. You don't want to go down to 0 because it is noticeable, but I think having that ability really makes that build potential really good. I don't think the traits are that great, maybe. But maybe they are? Maybe they are. I unfortunately had to give his moveset a B. While yes, it's great. Don't get me wrong, it's very fluid, it's quick. I don't think it's all that great. Musou is A. I think it's great. I think it'd be S if you could aim it, but it's just one of those when it's not optimized, it's quite noticeable. Like, you're not getting a lot of kills with that Musou. Like, if you just throw it out there and you didn't really kind of aim it correctly, you're not facing the right area, or just whatever's happening, like, that little bit is enough to bump it out of S for me. Maybe for you it's still S because if you aim it just perfect, you're getting a lot of kills. I don't think I've ever hit the 250 mark in one Musou move on anybody I've used so far. So there is that. That is a mention in and of itself. That's amazing. Can I give this moveset a B? Who else did I give a B? Now Musou E got a B. No. If I'm putting Hideyoshi at B, his is definitely a C. You know what? We're definitely putting him to C. Definitely putting him at C. Because that brings him down to a 4. His moveset is definitely a C. Kind of with everybody else we've used so far, his moveset's a C. I did enjoy using him when we played, but his moveset, he's too rigid. Hideyoshi. I'm getting 4 skill. Do you really need the 4 skill to get his moveset fully unlocked? To be a little bit more enjoyable, yes. His Hyper 5 is pretty good. I think that's what it is. Nothing really stands out. No combo stands out. And while his Hyper 2 and 4 are great to throw his staff right in front of him, kind of get a lot of kills, and then his Hyper 1 and 3 are good to move him throughout the map. I think he kind of loses a little points on something that really kind of helps him on boss phases, or maybe I just didn't pick the right. Maybe there is a moveset or a combo that's a little better for bosses. I don't know. Because I had 2 levels of barrier damage, and it was quite noticeable. I was doing a lot of barrier damage, but I think it's enough to drop it to B. But do I think his traits are S? I mean, being able to use I think the only thing that would make him, that in my mind puts him up at S, or the reason would be the Tears of Blood acquired, which then allows I think it has to be A, because unless you have something that makes it easier to find King Cauldrons, it's not like you can rely on getting King Cauldrons, right? You can't rely on always being able to get them. You're only ever guaranteed 1. Especially in higher traversal levels, you're only ever guaranteed 1, and that's after fighting the bloodthirsty veteran, the veteran warrior, whatever the dude's name is. The very last boss right before Goma. That's the only one you're guaranteed. And at that point, you're definitely going to have a lot of Tears of Blood. You definitely should have around 30,000, maybe more than that. You should definitely have enough that you can use them and then still have a decent amount to have a decent amount of attack buff. And so that is a guaranteed attack buff off bat. On top of all the other generic ones you can take advantage of through Momiji, Motonari Mori, the other ones, Takakawa, or Takakage, Tobayakawa. The other ones that I can't think of, Musou for, wisdom, Zaltai for strength, all the ones that you can generically take advantage of, and even Ayane for her 50% for speed emblems. Again, his emblems are S. Build potential strength is S. Enjoyability is S. He is definitely one that if you pick, especially close to the end of a run, like once you have everybody unlocked, you're gonna have an easy time. You're gonna have an easy time. I think this puts him up in A. 6 plus 5 plus 6 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6. Yeah, this definitely puts him up in A. 5.3. Now, I could see some people putting him up in S. I think that's perfectly fine. I mean, the more and more I'm sitting on it, and the more and more I think I overrated Zurong. Not Gongning. I think Gongning, for me personally, there's something about him where I loved using him way more than everybody so far. Like, every person we have used, every single person that we have used, even Masayuki Sadara, barring Magoichi Saika, barring him, nobody has been... I've all enjoyed everybody. They're still getting an S in enjoyability. Don't get me wrong. I'm not bumping them down any. Sorry, we're gonna bump him down one more too. He's still B, but he's definitely the one that's like... He's like mid B in my opinion. He's definitely not S. I don't know why anybody put him in S. I did not enjoy using him. I mean, better than Shingon. Well, and Yin Xiao. But one can even argue I might have enjoyed Yin Xiao more than what I want to admit. It was just more fluid. Anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, Gongning. I think I've enjoyed Gongning more than Zhu Shu. Even though Zhu Shu is a better character. I'm not saying Gongning is stronger than Zhu Shu. I'm not saying that. I just really enjoyed using Gongning. Again, there's only one person I've enjoyed using more. So I'm trying to compare him to Zurong, and I really legit enjoyed using him. I don't disagree with anything here so far, but It's still one. Obviously, this is kind of evolve as I go through. Might want to fully look into that Discord that Rogue Dubs has. See where everybody else is ranking them and how they're kind of gauging things and what. Maybe I can, by giving credit as well, but see how things are evolving from that. But I think a solid A. Solid A. Ranking for Hideyoshi Toyotomi. You're going to pick him, and he's definitely going to be enjoyable. Again, the first time I played him, I wasn't a fan, but playing through him as him again, I kind of fully understood his moveset. I knew which ones to pick, which is why I don't think he gets any higher. Definitely moveset, because you have to know what you're looking at. You can't just, he's not an MYS type character where you can just throw things out. He's just gonna delete things, so I think that's fair. Okay. Who are we gonna use next episode? Who are we gonna use next episode? He was okay, kind of interested. Can't remember what her transcendence is. He could be fun, maybe. I'm kind of letting the game almost decide based off of the Sophie. We could do Sophie. No, I already know. I was waiting for this. Oh, wait a minute. I hear he's really good too. Oh man, a lot of Shu. Oh, Dong Zhao. Oh, maybe we do Dong Zhao. Maybe. I think it's it's the game's way of telling me I gotta use Zhang Liao. I think we are. I think we're gonna use Zhang Liao next episode. We're gonna use Zhang Liao. I think that's fair. Every time I've used him, I have not enjoyed him. But I've been using some other characters now, so maybe going back to him will maybe give me a fresh enjoyment of his character, of his movesets, because I've used other characters that have pretty lackluster movesets. A lot of people say he's S tier. I think objectively, as of right now, excluding Transcendence, I think he's B tier. Because there for the longest time, every time I picked him, I always had a struggle. I always died because his moveset was just so fucking slow. And it just locked him too much, and it just wasn't very fun. And he swings it like he's underwater and under 100 times gravity. Like, it's just so long for him to get his combos out. I know he has his, I think it's just his regular C1 that apparently increases his charge speed. I think it's a C1. Maybe it's another C1. I forget. But there's one that buffs his speed, and it's noticeable, but not all that worth it. Because on paper, this dude is really good. I mean, Wei, Lubu Army, Brave General. He has 3 different avenues of barrier damage. He has 2 avenues of status infliction. I think Lubu has status infliction. And then an attack buff for every Brave General is great. Charge, an attack buff to charge damage towards barriers is really good. 50% attack buff for every 100 enemies defeated is probably like an added bonus. I would say right now this is a solid B. Solid B. But it'll be interesting to see what his transcendence looks like. I know I've seen it, but I can't remember it right now off the top of my head, so we shall end this here. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, leave a comment, maybe a comment of how you enjoyed Hideyoshi Toyotomi, which, you know, I don't think I had any thorough, I guess relationship advice, maybe, you know, how a relationship should go. I might, I guess I'll have to look up that, because I know at the very beginning we talked about that one Reddit post. Maybe I'll link that Reddit post in the description, if I remember, tomorrow, because that's when I'll do all the editing. But as always, Hope you have a good rest of your day, week, month, or year, depending on if you want to come back to this channel. Toodles.